local Chinese, they call this first Chinatown. I think everybody knows Cyrildene Chinatown now, which is a lot more of the new migrants who've come in. But I think for a lot of people, this is the place of memory, of nostalgia, of the old city, really. And it still does thrive in some way. There's still the old shops here, the oldest Chinese restaurant, Swallows, Soing Hong, that's still here, that's imported food for years when we couldn't get even white rabbit sweets anywhere else. And I think I brought you here because this was the space of where the community gathered when I was a child, where I came with my dad to buy the paos, those buns filled with delicious roasted meat and lotus pastes. And there was like a little shop here where the owner would set the wok on with boiling water and just the towers of bamboo steamers. As gritty as it is, I think it still remains a space of people's memory, and for me definitely that's what it is. I think what is sad, I think a lot about the inner city for me is that a lot of people don't come to these areas anymore because it's perceived to be dangerous, and it's lost a lot of its gloss, I think, and I think that for me is quite sad. And it's also quite sad for me when we think that everything should look like a version of Sandton. I think it will be a sad day when we lose things like our Indian markets not far from here, a bit of the character of the old Chinatown. So for me, I think I would have a lot of nostalgia for the variation in the city if that's lost, and if we go the gentrified route and make everything a franchise. That for me would be a tragedy. I think Joburg is full of inspiration for whether you're going to write or however you want to express things. I always say I think living here you have a very raw confrontation with life. You can't have lukewarm reactions to things, be it the car guard who's irritating you for the umpteenth time to just sort of like living here in this sort of like, it's a collision of so many like different things that it surprises me every day. I think the city surprises me every day, and I think that can be only sort of like a fertile ground for inspiration, because we challenge so much living in a concrete jungle that actually has a big heart at the same time. The literary festival's topic of My Johannesburg is really, I think it's wonderfully spot on, because we are turning 125. I think it is a city that offers so many varied conversations, and I think bringing together people who will have that varied experience of the city is going to be such an interesting thing. And because the city keeps evolving, I think we're also going to hear all these new voices, new strands that add to really the texture of the city.